1. Many beginners in AWS make critical architecture mistakes. These can lead to wasted time, increased costs, and even service outages. Let's explore these pitfalls and how to avoid them. Understanding common mistakes is the first step to building efficient, scalable systems. 3. The simple explanation: AWS architecture is about how you structure your resources to best serve your applications. This involves selecting the right services, setting up security, and managing data flow. Think of it like building a house. You need a solid foundation, the right materials, and a clear layout to avoid problems down the road. 4. Real-world example: let's consider a startup called Foodie App. They launched a service to connect users with local restaurants. Initially, they used a single EC2 instance to handle everything: web traffic, database queries, and file storage. During their first promotional event, traffic surged. The instance couldn't handle the load. They faced a downtime of over 2 hours. User complaints flooded in, and they lost about $10,000 in potential revenue. They realized their setup was too simplistic. Post-incident, they revamped their architecture. They implemented elastic load balancing, separated their database using Amazon RDS, and added S3 for file storage. This resulted in a 70% reduction in downtime during their next event. 5. What to do instead: here's how to set up your architecture correctly from the start. Step 1. Define the use case: traffic, data type, and user base. Step 2. Choose the right services. Compute: start with EC2 for basic needs. Consider Lambda for serverless options. Database: use RDS for relational data or DynamoDB for NoSQL. Step 3. Implement load balancing: use elastic load balancing to distribute traffic. This ensures a single instance won't become a bottleneck. Set up health checks to monitor instance health. Step 4. Focus on security: use IAM roles to manage permissions. Avoid root account use. Enable VPC to isolate resources. Implement security groups for tighter control. Step 5. Monitor and optimize: use CloudWatch to track performance metrics. Set alarms for CPU usage over 70% or latency over 100 milliseconds. Each of these steps requires careful consideration. Make choices aligned with your expected growth. If you're expecting 1,000 users, design for 2,000 to avoid scaling issues later. 6. Common mistakes. Now, let's dive into 5 common architecture mistakes beginners make and how to avoid them. Mistake 1. Not using multiple availability zones. Fix: deploy resources across at least 2 availability zones. This ensures redundancy and high availability. Mistake 2. Ignoring cost management. Fix: use AWS budgets to set spending alerts. Understand pricing for services like EC2 and RDS. Aim to keep costs under $200 for small applications. Mistake 3. Poor security practices. Fix: implement IAM policies that grant least privilege. Regularly audit permissions. Use multi-factor authentication for sensitive accounts. Mistake 4. Over-provisioning resources. Fix: right-size your instances based on usage patterns. Use AWS Compute Optimizer to get recommendations. For example, if your CPU utilization is consistently below 30%, consider downsizing. Mistake 5. Lack of automated backups. Fix: schedule automated backups using AWS Backup or RDS Snapshot features. Retain backups for at least 30 days to ensure data recovery. 7. Quick checklist. Here's a quick checklist to keep your AWS architecture on track. Define your use case clearly. Choose the right services based on your needs. Implement load balancers for traffic management. Ensure your architecture spans multiple availability zones. Regularly review IAM roles and security settings. Monitor costs and set budget alerts. Schedule automated backups and test your recovery process. 8. Summary plus CTA. Building a robust AWS architecture can seem daunting, but avoiding these common mistakes is crucial for success. Remember to define your use case, choose appropriate services, and implement security and monitoring practices. If you found this video helpful, comment below with your thoughts or questions. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering AWS. Thanks for watching. Bonus practical tip: if you're unsure what to pick, start with the simplest option that ships today. Then measure for 7 days, latency, errors, deploy time, and cost. Only upgrade when metrics force the decision, not fear.